Hi everyone, I am going to talk with all of you today about whether or not you should apply for a tourist visa before or after you are applying for a spouse or a fiance visa. Hi, I'm attorney Megan Pastrana of Immigration for Couples, and so I normally do these videos on a Facebook Live. My internet was giving me a little bit of issues, and also I want to be able to make the video outside. I'm here, if you didn't watch my other videos about the Immigration for Couples World Tour, I'm here in Dubai. I'm on the other side of the world from where my office normally is located. And we are doing the World Tour, and I explain all of that in that other video, but basically the World Tour is Immigration for Couples. We're going all over the world to meet our clients in the countries where they live and work, to be able to meet with them in person and make a deeper connection. And so today, as I mentioned, I will be talking about whether or not you should apply for a tourist visa. And so the question that I have been receiving a lot is, should I apply for a tourist visa? Is it okay before I file my spouse or fiance visa? Or is it okay to apply for a tourist visa while my spouse and fiance visa is pending? And so basically the answer is it depends. I know no one likes to hear that, but with immigration, there's just so many complexities and aspects, and every case is so different than it does. But I do want to go over, what does it depend upon? And what it depends upon is really your prior immigration history. Have you ever applied for a visa previously? Have you ever violated the terms or conditions of a visa previously? And the other thing that it depends upon is, what is your intention in applying for this tourist visa? Is it really just to come and visit? So the tourist visa is a non-immigrant visa, which means that you cannot have immigrant intent, which means that you have to be applying for the tourist visa for the sole purpose of just coming for a short time, visiting, and with the intention that you will be leaving the United States, that it really is just a visit. And so yes, the answer is yes, it is possible to apply for a tourist visa before you file for a spouse or fiance visa, and even while the application is pending. But I do want to make it clear that it can be risky. And the other thing I want to make sure all of you understand is that tourist visas are difficult to obtain. The way that it can be risky is if you have applied for a tourist visa in the past, if you have prior immigration violations, if you have overstayed, or if your intention is to apply for the tourist visa to come and live in the United States. All of those can actually have serious consequences on your spouse or fiance visa application, because immigration could see that as fraud or misrepresentation, that you have lied on your tourist visa application, that you didn't have the right intention. And so there's a lot of risks involved, and so it's very important that you receive legal advice before you start filing for a tourist visa application, and also to understand, is it just better to go ahead and get your spouse or fiance visa application filed? I completely understand that you want to obtain a tourist visa to be able to come and visit and bridge that gap of time, because the immigration process is long, but it is important to take into consideration those risks, and to just be aware of the reality that tourist visas are hard to obtain, because they are what they're called a discretionary benefit, which means the immigration officer has the ability to decide what is your intention in applying for this tourist visa. And if they believe that your intention is to apply for the tourist visa to come and remain in the United States, they would deny your tourist visa. And so that's why they are very difficult to obtain, because really immigration starts with that understanding that everyone, I know that that's not fair, but that everyone is applying for a tourist visa because they want to come and stay in the United States, and it's your burden to show that that's not the case. So I hope that gives you some clarity. I know immigration law is complex, but I hope you can understand now that yes, it is possible. Yes, there are risks. And yes, tourist visas in general are difficult to obtain. But again, I hope that information helps. Thanks so much for watching.